all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the light. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
The pearls were bound together through the storm and darkest weather. We search high, we search low, together everywhere we go. Justin's here and he's going live with the best fans by my side. We're a family, we hold strong, together we can right the wrong. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars, searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea, we are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars, searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea, we are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars, searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea, we are one in this community. In the night or in the day, girls will light and lead the way. Justin's heart and your support, together we will hold the fort. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care.
Click play and come along with me. Together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the
Thank you,
cheer.
Jill.
Members make the truth so clear. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments
Well, hello, everyone. Good to see you all. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. Could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube, anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I appreciate you spending time with moi. Today is January 21st, 2025. It is currently 6:10 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Hello, my camera. Hello, everyone. It's so good to see you all. It is very cold everywhere in the United States, I think. If you have temperatures above 60, I am jealous. So jealous. It is so cold. So cold. Um, but we got a lot to talk about in this live. Um, it was 80 in Miami today. Are you in Miami? You little stinker. I want to be in Miami. -13. Yeah. It's not cold here, never is. Where are you at? If you don't mind me asking. Um, Yes. Let's warm up the like button. Let's warm up the like button. Did they check rental cars at all for January, February time slot? I'm sure that they did, Rachel. I mean, you know, with this case, I'm sure that they've checked everything that they can possibly check. Um, that being said, uh, if there was a rental car that would suggest that this would be premeditated. I don't I personally don't I know a lot of you do, but I personally don't feel like this was something that is premeditated personally. I just don't feel that way. Um, I feel like this is something that happened very quickly, unexpected. Um, but you never know. You never know. Um, So we do have one of my English teachers used to say between the A and the T when someone said where you're at. uh, thank you, West Virginia Holly Girl. Appreciate you, my dear. Yes, guys, go ahead and please hit that thumbs up button. Would greatly appreciate it. Nana, hope you're enjoying your new job. Um, what's that? Oh, that's sweet. Just got a message. 75 in San Diego. Is the fire still bad in San Diego? I haven't seen much lately. I've been so busy. Was the neighbor's crawl space checked? I am sure everything possible has been checked. It's been a year. It's almost a year. We're getting really close to a year. And there's a lot of movement in a year. We move a lot in a year. Whether it's people hiking, people hunting, people working around their property, um, all of that. So, still nothing has been found. Still nothing has been found. Um, but I have faith. I do have faith. Um, if Seth is confident in law enforcement, uh, when he was not at all at one point, and ever since, he's been meeting with them regularly. Uh, he seems confident, so that's a good thing. The fact no warrant to search the man's land. Which man, Rachel? Which man? I don't, Sally. I don't. I pray that I'm wrong. I pray that I'm wrong, but I honestly, um, I pray that I'm wrong more than anything, but I don't think so. Justin starts some art team. Oh, okay, yeah, I got you. Is it true about the 300 to 500 acres not being searched? I have not heard that, Judy. 3 to 500 acres being searched of whose? Whose property? And you got to realize this technology is so good that they can be thousands of feet in the air and see a mouse, zoom in on a mouse, right? So, if he would have gotten out on his own accord, and um you would think there would be a scent, that he would be seen on camera, that there wouldn't be someone running, two people in the middle of the night with flashlights. Now, speaking about that, there is a channel that Mob Crew talked a little bit about it yesterday, but I want to give him the credit because he worked, I'm sure, incredibly hard on this, and he doesn't have a lot of subscribers, and I want to get him to over 1,000 subscribers today, and I want you guys to help me. Okay, so we're going to I need you guys to click this link and please subscribe to, is it Pincho Paxton Greatest Mind? Hit that link, hit subscribe, and I promise you, it is unmistakable. He doesn't do a lot of videos, but he needs to get to 1,000 today. And I know you pearls never let me down. So please do that. Just sub him. Done. Good. Thank you guys. I'm going to drop it again. Let's see here. How many do we got? Let me check. We're at 780, 790, 795, 808. You guys are amazing. Let's get it done. Let's go. I believe that, Remy. I believe that. I really do. Let's see where we're at now. 857, 872, 881, 885, 889, 891, 900. We need 100 more. 903, 906, 908, 915, 920, 924, 928, 930. Come on, we need 70 more. 70 more. Thank you so much, Carla. Thank you so Thank you so much. Welcome to the family. Really do appreciate you. 957, 964, 965, 968, 970, 30 more, 30 more, 972, 973, 974, 975. Come on. 978, 979, 982, 983, 985, 987, 991, 991, 994. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 995, five more, 996, 997, 997, 998, two more, 999, 1,000. We did it. We did it for him. That is amazing, Pearls. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, because he worked really hard on this video. This is 3D and there's different it takes a lot of time, and you have to use Google Maps with your program and all that, and it's all this. So thank you so much, Carla. Again, really do appreciate you. Welcome to the Pearl family. Good to see you, my dear. Now please welcome our newest Pearl, Carla. And thank you so much, Duke Star, for 3 continuous months. Really do appreciate your support. I have a question. KP's friend was at the house on the day Sebastian went missing. Where does she live, or did she say? Um, was it the same day or was it the next day? I can't remember, but I think she lives in Indiana, if I recall. I want to say Indiana. I'm sure someone in chat knows. I'm pretty sure. Thank you so much for 3 continuous months. Jilly, thank you for Remy Snacks, getting us closer to our goal. Thank you very, very much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. We can't give up, Pearls. Justice is coming. I really do believe justice is coming. I really, really, really do. And he is at 1,020. 1,020. For the replay crew, thank you so much for watching. And the link for you to subscribe to our friend, is it Pincho, or is it Pancho Paxton Greatest Minds, is right in the description. The link is right there. So thank you all for that. Thank you, Jilly. Really do appreciate you. It's after this video, it's undisputable. He was brilliant to do this. It's really undisputable after this. Hey, Jude, thank you so much for the Remy snacks, because, snack. Good to see you, my dear. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being 747, Brenda. If we get to 1,000 thumbs up, we have a chicken party. You don't want to miss a chicken party. This is, let me switch it out so we don't get commercial here. Thank you, guys. He does a lot of the difficult questions. What you will find through YouTube is that I answer the difficult questions about, like, existence and all of that. So want to give all the credit to Pincho there. Let me put him in the banner here. link is provided again for the replay in the description. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Sweet Jones, thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Welcome. Thank you, dear. Good to see you. Beautiful. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, Sweet Canadian Cookie. Really do appreciate you, my dear Remy Snacks. So, well, thank you so much, Sunshine. I mean, listen, most of us here on YouTube, someone helped us out to get, and to get it started at least. And then where you take your channel from there is where you go. But, this video alone, in my opinion, deserves 1,000 subs. And yesterday when I looked, he only had like 300 subs. And I thought, oh, I need to get him, like, we need to push for him some subs because this video was incredible work. 3D is difficult. So again, let's get it started. I believe he's a friend on the other side of the pond. So we love that as well. Thank you so much, Lori, for 3 continuous months. Good to see you. Thank you, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. It's one of the best videos I've ever seen. Yes, by far. Yeah. All right. Without further ado, let's get started to Pincho.
Hi everyone, my name's Pincho Paxton and welcome to my video. Today I want to talk to you about an important and sensitive topic, the disappearance of a teenage boy called Sebastian Rogers. Sebastian went missing between the late hours of February the 25th, 2024 and the early morning of the 26th. There's been a lot of speculation surrounding what happened to him, and I'd like to address a key point that's been causing confusion for months. The flashlight video. The flashlight video is a CCTV recording of a mysterious light moving around the area where Sebastian lives on the night that he disappeared. The video has become a...
So it's a little low, I know, but turn it up as much as you can. That's as loud as it will go.
topic of controversy all over the internet. Where is the camera pointing and what is it showing? So let's take a look at the video in question. So up here is a building of some sort, and then the vehicles of the people that own the building where the camera's positioned.
Okay, so if you have not seen this video yet, in your opinion, if you have not seen this video, in your opinion, this light right here, do you guys feel that this is the brick home, or do you feel like it's the White House where the on the other side of the road? Let me do it like this. What is it? Do you guys know what I mean? The White House. Let's see here. Google Earth. Let me show you. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. Do you guys feel... See, there's the camera. Do you guys feel it's this house here? Or do you feel it's this home right here, these homes, or right here, in your opinions? Brickholm, most of you were saying, I think. Okay.
And then there's a boat there. They own a boat, and that'll come into play later. You can't really
Yeah, you're gonna. This boat is very
tell a
important.
lot. There's lights that move around. So let's take a look. The lights happen over here on the right. That's where you need to keep watching. And there you see there, look, this light moving around.
This is one of the flashlights, right? Moving around right here.
But nobody knows exactly which direction this camera's pointing. And that's the problem. We don't know what this building is here. We don't know where these lights are and why this light's moving across the screen like this. Is somebody walking around? Have they got a torch? Have they got a mobile phone in their hand? Or even dustmen have been mentioned with lights on their hats. So that could be one of the things that is as well.
I feel that it's either a light on their head or a cell phone, personally. There is nothing that will convince me that this is someone at 3 a.m. taking out their trash, because it's not. There is a car clearly behind this truck. There is two individuals that, well, before that, before this car parks there, it goes all the way up Stafford, turns around, then comes back down, pulls right on, went up Kellen, and turns around, and then pulls right on Stafford right here, and then gets out. So I've never seen anyone take out their trash like that.
Any ideas coming around from this video? You can see this is a truck, and some people have said that that's a mailbox. So you can quite, this is where it looks more like a mailbox, when it gets more grainy looking. And there's the lights. And then there's a vehicle that pulls up and the lights come on. And nobody knows what that vehicle is either. And that could be a trash truck as well. So dustmen and trash trucks, they come up a lot in this.
To me, it's I mean, it looks like a smaller vehicle, if you ask me. Thank you, Lori. Uh,
But I figured out a way to solve all of this, because all these vehicles have got a set position on this person's driveway, and I can recreate this image in 3D
yes.
models, and I can tell you exactly where we're looking, and that's what I'm about to do. We'll solve all of these problems. You'll find out what that building is up there.
I hope
You'll
so.
find out where these lights are positioned. You'll find out where this car's parked.
Definitely not a trash truck.
But I'll be showing you where we could be looking first. So here's the reconstruction that I've created in a 3D modeling package. And as you can see, it's pretty detailed. I've taken this map from Google Earth, which you can download into this program. And you get the height map as well, if you look. So you can see I've got all the height gradients, and I've put the buildings in myself, rebuilding all the buildings in the area that could then possibly show up on the camera. So by zooming in on the scene, you can see that I've positioned even the vehicles in the right places and certain items that might show up on the camera, and the trees and cars, the main important buildings that could be located on the camera. So over here, you have these two buildings. that could be showing up on that screen. So this white one, a lot of people think this white building is the white blob that you see on the screen. That building that you can't really make it out.
This was the home that I was just showing you. These are the two homes. Um, uh, that a creator recently, in their opinion, thought that it was these homes.
And this other building with the lights on could also be in the scene. Another theory is that the lights are someone taking a bin down one of these drives. And that's what you see moving around on the screen. So if it's this white building, then the white light that moves around is someone taking their bin to the end of the drive, or one of these drives up here somewhere. If we just pop to Google Earth for a moment, you can see the camera where they recorded the video from, the famous mailbox that people get confused with the truck. This is the camera over here. This is the angle of the camera over these vehicles in the driveway.
It's very important.
People want to know exactly where that's looking. So you look around and you've got the buildings, the white building that I've just mentioned, the other building over there. And then you've got some buildings over here, a bit obscured by trees, and this building opposite.
Now, you're going to remember that it's almost this time of year whenever Sebastian went missing, whenever this recording happens. So there is no greenery at all on the tree unless it's like an evergreen. There is a tree in the Sebastian's yard where I think it's a magnolia tree. That tree stays green year round, I believe, unless it's an evergreen. It's there's no leaves on any of the other trees.
Now, from some angles, you can see kind of shapes. Now, this is Sebastian's house over here. So it's quite important to figure out if the lights are anywhere near his house on that night, because that's quite a clue on where he.
Yeah, the bin, like, and thank you for saying that, Bam Bam. The bin man is what we call a man taking his trash can to the curb, or
Went missing.
or a
Did
trash
he cross
truck
over here
employee, I guess, the
somewhere?
trash
As
man.
people have said, you know.
Oh, you
You
just
see
wait.
that person
Just
taking
wait.
the bins out up here, all right, is if you're looking at this building, someone's walking down here taking their bins out. So that's the one theory. But the other theory is that you are looking at this building over here and these white garage doors. And if you're looking at those white garage doors, then the lights are crossing this grass. And the dog's actually tracked that way as well. So that's quite important to figure out if the lights go this way, were the dogs following the same lights, the same tracks that night? Were they following Sebastian Rogers? So here you can see the same camera and the vehicle.
Okay, this is the 3D model that he worked very, very hard on.
How they were parked that night. And I've even positioned all the bins because getting the bins right is quite important to getting the whole scene right as well. By working out each position of each object, you can figure out where that camera's pointing because it has to cross these objects at exactly the right angle for you to see where it's looking. And it could be looking any direction over here as well. So, you get the light shining through the door onto the cars and
And that's, he's very specific here. He's even considering, which is great, the light from the inside of the home, how it's falling on the vehicles outside, all of that.
vehicles and out of this window here as well. So you get more angles from the lights as well. and the boat, which was parked at the back, because you could see that boat, so that helps you to position everything as well. Now, if you look from the top view on Google Earth, you can see the buildings' positions. The ones that I didn't build have a ghostly outline, and I can position my buildings on top of the outlines of the real buildings to get them exactly right. And the ones that are in the scene, I've positioned exactly in the right place. And you can tell some of them how accurate they are because by
Watch
looking
this.
at the doorway, you can see little paths leading to the doorway. So that shows just how accurate this is. The garage doors are all on the driveway. The car's parked right where it would be parked in front of that garage door because it could alter the way the light's shining back to us. If we're seeing that white blob on the screen, we want to get the shape of it right. So by positioning all the trees and the vehicles in the way and the little ornaments and things, we can obscure the image in the same way that it would be obscured on the camera, putting the trees in the right places
Watch.
and everything. So as not to give away the
Watch
big
this right
reveal
here.
at the end, I've put a wall around the building. You can't see where we're looking now because I'm going to show you that at the end. But
Watch this.
we're going to take a look through the camera now. So here is a
Watch.
screenshot of the CCTV footage so that I can do a comparison with my setup, the way I've set everything up. So I've positioned all my cars and the boat and the bins and these vehicles. And by getting everything right, we should be able to see where we're looking up here. But I've covered the background up.
It's covered the background up, but we're going to be focusing right on these lights. But you're going to see how he does this amazing, amazing.
Because I'm saving that for the end. So now let's take a look at my picture underneath.
No, pink. It's a male.
This is my
Male.
screen
Baby kisses.
capture of my models on the map, and this is the real video.
Male. Yeah.
The building's disappearing because I've blocked the background off. But when I do this for real, you'll be able to see the building as well, and you'll know what building we're looking at because I can turn the
Watch this.
night into day.
Watch this. I'm just going to back a little bit. Watch this.
The
Watch that.
building's disappearing because I've blocked the background off.
Block the background.
But when I do this for real, you'll
Now that's the for real one. I mean, that's pretty exact.
be able to see the building
Watch,
as
he's
well.
going to do it again.
And you'll know
There you
what
go.
building
See?
we're looking at because I can
Right there.
turn the night into day. And you'll be able to see everything in the daytime. And you see this boat, right? You've got to keep an eye on that boat. It's half chopped off at the top.
Boom.
That's very important.
Watch.
How I've chopped it off at the top, they've chopped it off at the top. You'll see why that's
See the
important.
hold on.
soon.
I'm going to rewind that part because I don't want you guys to miss that. Listen to what he says about the boat here. The boat is up here. Oops.
And you'll be able to see everything in the daytime. And you see this boat, right? You've got to keep an eye on that boat. It's half chopped off at the top. That's very important.
Very, very important.
Now I've chopped it off at the top. They've chopped it off at the top. You'll see why that's important soon. It's time for you to make your own guess. Where do you think we're looking? What do you think this building is over here? Is it the big white building that we saw earlier? Is it the garage doors? If it's the garage doors, are the lights?
Okay, we're going to do a poll. We're going to do a poll. Okay. Let's do this poll. What it's going to be a flash poll. It's going to be done very quickly. What's the lights? Brick, home, white house. flash poll. It's going to last about 1 minute. There you go. I love polls, not. Let's see what we're at. We got. We're gonna wait till we get to 300 or so votes. Okay. Wait till we get to 350. We're at 342. All right. Poll is done. What are the lights? 83% says brick home. 16% says White House. Let's find out.
It's Sebastian walking around. Are they bin men? Now's the time to make your mind up, because we're not going to do the reveal, but we are in a minute, and I want you to just try to look at my vehicles, look at those vehicles.
Look at this.
Where do you think we're looking? Where do you think the camera's pointing? Because I'm going to tell you now, once I've shown you this at the end, there's no doubt in it. There's no going back. You'll know the answer. It can't be a mistake because of that boat being chopped off at the top. I haven't made any mistakes. There's no way it can be any other building than the one I'm about to show you at the end.
No way. Undisputable.
That boat being chopped off at the top hides the other buildings.
Look at that boat.
The other
See?
buildings are above the boat. You can't chop the boat off
Real thing.
and have the buildings on the screen at the same time.
That's a clue. You can't chop the boat off and have the buildings on the screen at the same time.
It's not possible. So that's a big clue. Okay, let's take the wall out.
Here we go. Here's the reveal.
Delete. Now we'll be able to see where we're looking when I do my final render. So here we go. I've taken the wall away, and now I'm going to reveal my image.
Watch
with the
this.
wall taken away.
Watch.
And now you can see the.
Okay. They just added lights. I'm going to make this bigger. What do you think that is? Does that look like just in the dark? Does it look like a brick home to you? Or does it look like a White House just from what you see? Let's see.
The building that it's looking at. And it's a pretty good match.
Watch this. Look how aligned it is.
Now, can you figure out which building that is? It's not white, so that's a bit of a clue, isn't it? It's not one of the white buildings.
So it's not one of the white buildings. It's a bit of a clue.
It's a red building. It's got bricks. But what is this light here?
Once he turns the lights on, it's undisputable.
Today in a minute, so you'll see the whole building. And these lights positioned around the sides, what could they be? So are you ready to see me turn night into day?
Night into day.
What is this?
I paused it right there. Pincho is so gifted. He turns night into day.
And this is where you're looking. And this
This is where you are looking, people. Let's give Pincho a round of applause. Look at this. He worked for M16, maybe, you never know. Look at this. This is exactly where you are looking, and you can clearly see the PF's home. Excellent work, Pincho. Excellent work. That is definitely the brick home. Um, I mean, you're obviously going to have your cameras pointed more down, uh, because you want it on your vehicles, right? Uh, it's undisputable. Not
is where
done
you've
yet.
been looking all along. These white garage doors in a line over here, and that door shining out.
I was too.
Probably a light on in there, something like that. And this is exact position, the boat cut off at the top. And I'm going to show you why that's important in a minute. Well, I could tell you now, actually. It's because that white house is above that boat. You can't possibly chop that boat in half and have that white house.
Now remember, that boat is very important because you can't chop the boat off and also have something above it, right? You get what he's saying here? So here's the boat and it's chopped off. It's kind of hard to see because of this right here, the writing. But this is the chopped up boat. The house would be above that. You can't chop off the boat and have something above it if you don't see anything above it, right? It's pretty basic.
On the screen at the same time because it's there. The White House is. I'll show you in a minute, but you can't cut that boat in half and show that White House at the same time. The White House isn't to the right. This is to the right of the cars. The White House is actually above the boat, so you can't get it in. It's impossible. This is the only angle you can get the exact. These buildings are the only ones that can fit into this picture, and that's it.
That's another good point. These buildings right here, this house, these houses. This is the Proudfoot's neighbor. These are the P Foots, right? This is what they call the common area, even though there's not such a thing, but we call it it's known as the common area, as the news uh put this, right? Um, so that's very important. All right.
Important to note as well that that's Sebastian Rogers' house on the screen at the same time as the video's being filmed. So the white lights are actually near his house and are actually crossing this grass somewhere. But it's hard to tell where, even on my setup here. I'll try and
Yeah. I think uh Pincho is going to try to do some more with the lights. So again, I'm going to drop his channel again for the replay crew. It is in the description. Make sure, thank you guys for getting him to 1,000 because he absolutely deserves it.
reproduce it, but I won't reproduce it in this video. It's going to take a while to get that right. But there's lights on this building that you could have a light through that window there, which could be the stationary light. Okay, there's a light by this door and there's a light above the garage, but the garage probably isn't in the picture. So this is glass, by the way. You can see through this. This is a conservatory.
We call it a patio. They call it, the British call it conservatory. We call it patio. And I can't remember if that's, yes, you can see through that as well. Yeah.
So
I think it's screened.
Pass this way
Sunroom.
and still be seen because that's glass there. So here I've opened up the image so you can see the whole thing, and there's the white building and there's the garage.
This is it fully open when you see the boat, the house, and everything. That is how it is without, not the camera, right? In the camera, it's very important that boat is cut off. He just aligned, built, 3D modeled everything, even to how the light was coming out of the windows. Absolutely incredible. It's just so nice to hear someone who is, that's for the truth.
The red building next to the white building. But the probably isn't in the picture. So this is glass, by the way. You can see through this. This is a conservatory.
I think it's screened.
So a light can actually pass this way and still be seen because that's glass there. So here I've opened up the image so you can see the whole thing, and there's the white building and there's the garage doors, the red building next to the white building. But the thing is, if you chop this boat off at the top, you can't get that building in. It's not possible. You can't do it. That building would have to be on the right as well, because the image on the video is on the right of the car.
Just hold on. Listen to this part. It's very important.
But the thing is, if you chop this boat off at the top, you can't get that build.
Right. So I know it's low for you guys, but make sure you go check this video out for yourself in a little bit. For those of you that can't hear very well, you guys say it's a little low. It's low on my end as well. But this boat is cut half off, right, because of the camera angle. So none of this at all is going to show because it's cut off. It can't be this White House at all. The boat is in half. If you can't see, the other part of the boat, you can't see anything up through here at all.
It's not possible. You can't do it. That building would have to be on the right as well, because the image on the video is on the right of the cars. You can't get that building on the right either, because you'd be looking into the wall.
Thank you, Maurice.
The camera would have to be looking right in the wall there to get that house on the right hand side. But also chopping the boat in off, you can't do it anyway. You couldn't do it. Not possible. You can even see I've put the fisheye lens into it as well. I've done all the actual details of the real image. It has a slight fisheye lens around there. Just warps that car a bit and moves the bins a little bit to the side. Every single detail I've put in the image that was on the actual video. So if you guessed the building with the 3 white garage doors, you were right. You're the winner. And this is Sebastian's house. And apparently,
here's another 3D model. Thank you so much, Shauna. Really do appreciate you, my dear. I pray you break this justice for Sebastian. It's just you know, truth. That's what, you need in these cases is truth, because truth is the only thing that makes us get closer to finding what happened to Sebastian. If you really want Sebastian found, whether it goes against what you believe or for what you believe, um, this is 100% on. And there is no debating that. Now, you know, people can still believe that, you know, Sebastian walked off on his own. That's If that's what they want to believe, that's fine. But you cannot dispute this. You can't. Thank you again, Shauna. Really do appreciate you, my dear. It's critical to watch anyone involved came over. Yeah, thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate your support. Um, okay.
They could have, the dogs tracked down this way, so the lights actually match the dog tracks. That's quite interesting, isn't it?
And that's exactly what I've always said, right? These uh remember how the it tracked, right? It tracked from here over and down and up, right? Which is precisely the way the lights traveled. Precisely the way the lights traveled. Now, was it Sebastian's scent? No, it wasn't. Wasn't Sebastian's scent. Um, whose was it? I don't know. Thank you guys to getting us 1,000 likes. You guys are amazing. Um, well, they said it's not Sebastian's scent. I'm wondering if it's like a common scent, uh, something like that. Uh, so it's I wish she could figure out whose vehicle that was. That would be nice. I mean, I have a suspicion, uh, who I think uh it could be, but nobody knows 100%, right? Because we just don't know. Uh, you can't say it's such and such, because we don't even know what kind of vehicle it is. Now, a lot of people say, a lot of the neighbors say, in their opinion, it appeared to be a darker sedan.
And the five trees, they obscure the image a bit. It's the trees that you can see just blocking off the bottom there. Those trees. At the end of the day, it's about finding Sebastian, though, isn't it? It doesn't matter who's right and who's wrong. It matters if we can find him, if we can just do our little bit to help to find him. If the dog's tracks match the image, then that's something that should be looked into, isn't it? And dustbin men can be ignored and all this, because why would they be walking across the grass, you know, the back of people's gardens? I mean, maybe they.
And that's the question. Why is anyone in the middle of the night at 3 a.m., right, walking? Let me see here. He does such a good job. It's amazing. Why is anyone walking in such darkness at 3 a.m. with, that gets out of a car, and about 2 hours and 45 minutes later, after this, we know that one person got out of the vehicle after going all the way up on Kellen. I personally wonder, did they just go up there and turn around, or did they go up there and did they go to the pond for whatever reason? Did they get back in their car? Because I would like to know, like, once, how long did it take them to, go on Kellen and then come back? Right? Was it just a straight up and turn around? I don't know. The one Brandy Gray done does outline the person. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh, and then they come down right here. They park right beside or in the road, get out, and then another person, they go to the house in a specific, and let me just show you, I just want to show you this, just for clarity, right? You cannot see the house behind them, right? You can only see 3 houses, right? 3 houses. This is the house right here that Sebastian lived in. This is the house that Sebastian went missing from. And you can see, based upon the lights, they come through here, they go right through here, and then they go through the yards. Then they come around here to the car. There's a car there. And then they do something around the back of the car. Then uh the person gets in, they back out and then exit the neighborhood. While the person is backing out, exiting the neighborhood, the one person runs straight back into the direction of Sebastian's home. Now, if there had been, let's say this, let's say uh the person went up, came down, pulled in right here, and this person went up here, and then 2 lights came back, and they both got in the vehicle and backed out. Well, that's one thing, but that did not happen. You clearly see the one person running back in the direction of Sebastian's home. The car will lead to Sebastian. Why wouldn't anyone want to figure that out? That's exactly right. Why wouldn't anyone want to figure out what vehicle that is? Because that is very important, especially now, knowing, um, according to Edgar, that within a period of uh, the 25th, I'm assuming, very late into the evening, into the early morning hours of the 26th, there is 2 um, unidentified uh, pings, if you will, They're not a ping, it's just like a handshake, but that was in the neighborhood. Now, Edgar says one of them is his. However, I want to be very clear in him saying that he says that it is uh, him at 1:30 that afternoon when he arrived home. Now, I completely disagree with that because they don't check, uh, whenever you're standing in front of authorities and people searching, there was obviously more than two uh, pings in that neighborhood at 1:30 that had never been in that neighborhood before, number one. And number two, they are only going to check the time that Sebastian could have went missing. That is the only time that it matters. They brought the dogs in was like 2 p.m. that afternoon. Oh, really? I didn't hear that. I don't know if you're in here, CP. I hope. Um, I think they are making sure all info is irrefutable, that there's no chance. Yes. I do believe that they will find answers for Sebastian. I do uh believe that. I do believe that. Um and the thing about it is what Edgar could do, it's no more than what uh it's not asking more than what Seth has put out, is to you know show his time card. um I think that would put a lot of this to rest, just like this put this to rest, right? You show your time card, your life 360. There is no other reason why anyone should question that. um but you know I really believe, and this is why I've stayed on top of this specific point, because if you're not involved in any sort of thing to do with Sebastian, why can't you say where you were Sunday afternoon? Why can't you show where you were the morning your stepson went missing? Um, One second. What is it? Hold on. They want to know who's the title, forget, but it looks like the person. I don't know what you mean. This was at around 3:10 in the morning. How do you go with the image, Justin? I just sent you. How did you go with the image, Justin, that I sent you? I don't I don't know what you mean, Sharon. Did you see? Oh, that's just, yeah, no worries about that. I have a link for you about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a really good program that they're doing. Now, you can also share your link with your camera to Sumner County, uh, which is great. Why can't the 315B car be lightened up? Well, you can. This is the thing. You can only, even the FBI, they can only, you you've only got so much to work with, right? There's only so much you can lighten up a pixel before it's just distorted. Um, Now, what the FBI and them can do, they can probably get a good outline of the vehicle. Um, but if they are going to be able to tell, not immediately, uh, whenever it's whenever they check in the neighborhood about, new any type of vehicles or pings or phones or anything like that, it's going to just show them numbers, and then they have to, and a time and all of that, and then they have to go, you know, with another program and see to find out who it is eventually. Hey Seth, good to see you, brother. Um, but they will find out. They will find out. Now I do believe, in my opinion, uh, based upon some sources, believe that they have other cameras to match very close by. Uh, Perhaps the car going up. Obviously, Kellen, there's a lot of cameras up through that way. Um, Someone just released one of the, who was it? The little taxi, whatever it's called. I don't know. Up the street. I can't remember what it's called. Lyft or something like that. I think it's called Lyft. Up the street. And so Uber, thank you. So they have others up the street. But if you look like, I mean, let me just show you. That would be better, probably. So again, big. That is incredible. Incredible. Okay. If you go here, remember, this video was never, ever supposed to get out. Ever supposed to get out, right? And I think that was a problem for law enforcement. I don't think that they wanted that, but I'm going to show you something else. Donna, welcome to the family. Ew, Poochie's so cute. Thank you so much, Donna. Now, please welcome our newest pearl, Donna B. Really do appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so very much. And there is Paperman. Thank you so much for coming in clutch at 1 month. What if neighbors gave all the right info, but nothing's been done with it? What now? Um, I I mean, that's always a possibility, right, Paper? But I don't feel that. Donna, you've been here 4 months. Thank you. Thank you, my dear. Sometimes it's wrong. You know what I mean? It never gets it right. YouTube doesn't get it right sometimes. But listen, I believe that Sumner County, TBI, FBI, Secret Service is putting this together. Now, I know that a lot of those men and women really care. They really do. And I am sure that this is very heavy on their hearts at times, even when they're off the clock, right? And I'm sure there is extremely a huge amount of pressure, uh, not only from uh, the community, but all of us. So, I do think that they're doing it. Now, just in my opinion, this is just my opinion. I believe that there is more than one person involved in this case. This is a criminal case. We have seen the email. This is 100% a criminal case. Nick Barris said it on March 4th, just a few days into this. And it is a criminal case. Now, one thing that you have to understand with law enforcement. First of all, the saying the wheels of justice turn slow. Yes, it does. However, Rock and Reality's comment. Someone says how far is it up? I love you too, Jennifer. I'm trying to find it. Rock and Remote Viewer. I'm going to say this once. He was sold by his mom to Amish or Amish like people. He's a few hours away. Bye. Much love. Okay. Don't say it to us. Say it to law enforcement. We're not law enforcement. Please, if you know that, please 1-800-TBI find FBI.gov. That's the best thing you could do. But I do believe that, in my opinion, that there are more than one or two in this. And so if there is, thank you for calling. Thank you for calling. If there is, then they have to figure out what each person done, what each person's account is involved. Let's say there is, for instance, 10 people involved, just a random number in any case, right? In any case, not just this one. But, they have to figure out, if Bobby drove the van to the airport, right? They have to figure out if Susie, drove the van back, right? You have to figure out if Susie, went to the car wash. Each role is very important. How to charge each individual. Yes. And so that is very precise that they have to do. And there is so much paperwork, and not just paperwork for law enforcement, but they have to wait too, just like you and I, right? They don't like to wait, but they have to wait till they get data back, till they get warrants back, all of this stuff. Now, think about the Murdaugh case. They didn't get the data back for what Alec Murdaugh did with that phone until a week before trial started. Now, think about that. That's incredible. Oh my goodness, Muscles and Mascara. How you doing? How you doing, girl? You little cutie patootie, you. Muscles is an OG, I'm telling you, and she has done so much and given so much heart in all of these cases, and I can't thank her enough. Cannot thank her enough. Thank you so much, Muscles. If you received one of those, give our girl a thank you. Come on now. Very generous of you, Muscles. Really do appreciate you so very much. Muscles, if you get time later, I need to talk to you. 'Cause, you'll see. It's a lot. Lorraine, thank you so much. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Thank you so much for your support. And thank you again, Muscles. Make sure you thank our girl Muscles, please, as well. And thank you again, Lorraine. And thank you, Shauna. I interviewed a cyber who got that recovered video. I interviewed the cyber who got that recovered vid. I don't know what you mean, my dear. I don't know what you mean by that, Shauna. Am I just not understanding, guys? The right one. But we've got this camera, which I am telling you. Of course we can see you, your little cocker spaniel. Of course we can. Thank you so much. It's me, Jen. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Soldier, Tina, cheers. This will be a very important, in my opinion, to this case. I absolutely believe this camera and others in this neighborhood is going to play a significant part in this case, whether that is tomorrow or whether that is, God forbid, 10 years from now. But I do believe these cameras are going to play a significant role. This camera is clearly pointing outward. It's not pointing over, like toward. I mean, look at that. It's not. There's no way you could see all of this boat, and there's no way you could see all of that up there. It's extremely clear. But there are cameras all around here. And Ring doorbells. Is that a towel on their roof? This appears to be a Ring doorbell. There is definitely a camera there. There is definitely a camera there. A camera there. Which, in my opinion, will play potential significant roles. Definitely camera. Another camera, right? There. I think there's a Ring doorbell here as well. It's hard to get. I'm almost certain there's a Ring doorbell here. I don't know if that's a camera or not. Can't remember. But there's a camera here. There's cameras in the back. And just think, why? Okay, let's just say for a minute someone is taking out the trash. Let's say for a minute. Now we're on the other side of the street here, right? Why would they be going out over there uh and going down toward people's yards if there was someone else taking cameras or taking the trash out? Why would you be wheeling? If you are wheeling a trash can at 3 a.m. that morning, I got questions. I got some real questions. If I see someone at 3 a.m., 2 hours and 45 minutes before a 15-year-old has not been seen in almost a year, and especially right after that, if you're wheeling a trash can through people's yards, I got questions. I think anybody would, right? So, the trash can thing, that doesn't seem it doesn't seem likely that anyone's taking out trash at 3 a.m. People either do it generally the night before, right? Or the evening before, rather, uh, you know, in the evening before you go to bed, or early in the morning. Justin, the question about Edgar and KK allegedly not speaking with law enforcement anymore, wouldn't that cause employers, etc., to view you in a negative manner? And going back to work or anything would become difficult. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it just depends. I think they, both are working from what I understand, right? So I don't know. I don't wonder if Uber driver had a dash camera and drove past the car that was waiting on Sebastian and possibly caught an image of the driver. Well, you know, when it comes to this camera right here, right? We only have less than 30 seconds of about a 6-minute video, from what I understand. About a 5 or 6 minute video. We have 30 seconds of that. So clearly, you can see more, right? I'm sure. Clearly, you would be able to see more. And then aligning that up with other cameras. This one may not see anything, but I do believe they have some cameras back here as well. Somewhere. I think there's I don't know if that's a camera or not, but there is other cameras, and especially this. I believe this house will be very important to this as well. If you when you're going out of here, I don't know if there's I don't know if they have any cameras here or not. Haven't It's been a while since I've looked, but just lightly going over this. But there's a door camera or anything. That's definitely a camera. There's so much things that records nowadays. It's, if it's not your home or your doorbell, it's your car, your phone, all of that. So, but there's definitely, and then this is the entrance to it. Is that a camera? I don't know. Sometimes the lights look like cameras, so that's a light, but I don't know if that's the sensor or not. But, yeah, you're just not going to convince me that this area, someone comes into this little neighborhood at 3 o'clock in the morning, drives all the way up, right? All the way up this neighborhood, turns around, pulls in right here, gets out, goes over here, comes out with another person, and does something around the trunk. Not going to do it. And then a kid comes up missing a little bit later. I have a light bulb camera with sound. Oh, that's interesting. Yes, you're a lot of not even just Teslas now. There's even other cars that will record. A lot of the newer cars. Seems like a lot for one detective. It is a lot. It's definitely a lot because um you got to figure out if the more people involved, uh the more difficult and the more time it takes. I was looking at cases the other day. Um, Let me see here. I think it was this right here. The other day, I was looking for cases that where parents said that their child was missing, um, and where it took, in some cases, years, uh, that they ended up being guilty. Um, Erica Parsons is one. She was from 2011 from Salisbury, North Carolina. Erica's adoptive parents, Sandy and Casey Parsons, claimed the 13-year-old had gone to live with her biological grandmother. The outcome was Erica was reported missing by another family member in 2013, 2 years after she disappeared. In 2016, her skeletal remains were found. The adoptive parents were later found guilty of unaliving and abuse. Another one is AJ. How do you pronounce his last name? Friend. He was a 5-year-old boy from Crystal Lake, Illinois. This was 2019. He was claimed he had run away from his home. The outcome was AJ's body was found wrapped in plastic in a shallow grave. And it was revealed his parents had done it uh, months prior. There's just a lot of them. Harmony Montgomery. It took forever in that case. Some of these cases, it takes literally and I pray not, 5 years or more. If the suspicious vehicle wasn't suspicious, the owner would have come forward. 1,000%. 1,000%. And law enforcement, uh, in my opinion, as big of a deal as this has been made in this case, right? Law enforcement, just like the green hoodie person, whoever that is, said, we, you know, it's nothing, right? So they just said, we don't know what we won't know. There is a subdivision outside the city, also one way in and one way. This is a subdivision. Yeah, and it's a cul-de-sac, right? These are $600,000 plus homes. Beautiful neighborhood. All in the neighbor, all the neighbors are great. People, they're all hardworking people, including Chris and Katie, in my opinion. And, you know, I think, I've said this before. I think that law enforcement came in. They said, "Oh my God, nice neighborhood. All they're very hardworking people." They got an autistic son. He ran away, which a lot of it's very common in a lot of autistic, you know, uh, children. But I think as everything started unraveling, I think once they realize there's not a scent, he's not on camera. Uh, we have looked everywhere in a 10-mile radius, nothing, right? Rita says, in my opinion, law enforcement won't get much for phones. I think this was planned. They would make sure to cover the phones. I bet there is 7 involved or more. Um, I I think there had to be some communication of some sort. Um, I believe this is going to be a case built around um, really, it's going to be a data. It's going to, in my opinion, where someone says they were and their alibi that they say they were, but your phone or your vehicle, or here you are on this camera, then why are you traveling on this road at this time if you say you're here at this time? Um, so that's my opinion on it. Hey, Jinja. Also, CP wasn't there when law enforcement arrived. I believe CP would have given an aggressive vibe despite trying not to have been. Um, I think Edgar, I don't know, I think he comes off as, I mean, he's definitely been aggressive, right? But I think it's maybe my opinion, maybe a little bit of arrogance. But Justin, how are they not out looking for their son? Meaning Edgar and KK. I mean, in my opinion, they're not out looking for Sheila. 1,000%. 1,000%. Um, if you know, it's always been a thing. I did a live the other night and I still haven't completed it. But, you know, for parents, this is textbook suspicions around parents that could potentially, uh, be involved. Some of the behaviors that they do, and there is, we talked about it the other night. let me see here. I've got it here. I think I still got it. And it's one of them is, not looking for. Do I still have it here? Pretty sure I do. But it's like, not looking for your child, not doing the media interviews, and completely more focusing on about your innocence rather than mentioning the missing child. And I wish I could find it. It's got to be here. It's got to be here somewhere. Okay, yeah, here it is. Inconsistent statements, of course, lack of emotional response or overly controlled demeanor. You see, KK looking, why don't you look at the camera or anything? And she says, well, I'm sitting here looking at a photo of Sebastian. Well, like, let's, be proactive. And let me tell you something. My opinion, do I think Katie misses her son? 1,000% believe she misses her son. I do. I absolutely do. But just in my opinion, just an opinion, which is not a fact, I feel like she wishes whatever happened, wishes it didn't. And I feel like she probably grieves that more in private. And I think that, now it's more of defending yourself in that overly emotional or dramatic, seeming exaggerated or seemingly performative grief, appearing to cry without visible tears, or changing alternative, you're crying one second and smiling the next, or really down. And I used this one a long time ago because I've noticed KK doing this. Watch when she goes, oh, like this, and then she goes straight like this.
Snacks because he's 15 and snacks.
Right here. Watch her change.
Snacks because he's 15 and snacks.
You can see how she goes, straight back to the.
Snacks because he's 15 and snacks. Snacks because he's 15 and snacks. Snacks because he's 15 and snacks.
You get what I mean? Yes. And sometimes um you know my opinion is, I believe I think their relationships was on the rocks. And I think that's pretty common for Edgar. You know what I mean? I think it's pretty common for Edgar. Uh, I think he was ready to move on to number 6, and I just think that Edgar said in one interview someone asked, and he changed. You could tell he was reflecting in this question, which you don't really see a lot of Edgar do. He just usually shoots it out, right? Uh, he's usually prepared, but this you could tell he was reflecting. And someone says, I can't remember that interview. If you could change, one thing about, all of this, what would you change? And his answer was, I would have probably have worked in town. Now, a lot of people say that they think it's because of being at home and stuff like that, and I do believe that is the reason. But I believe, just honestly, that it wasn't for Sebastian in that answer to be home more. I believe it was for KK because, in my opinion, based upon things that I've uh, been told by sources, that they were fighting. We all know that, and there's been neighbors come out and saying that they could hear a lot of arguing and stuff like that going on. But I believe KK and Edgar got in a fight that evening, in my opinion. And in my opinion, I believe there was allegedly, potentially, just an opinion, which is not a fact, talks about infidelity. Allegedly, KK being unfaithful. And I think it got really heated that evening. I think that's probably why KK and Sebastian was probably out running around that weekend. But at least Sunday. At least Sunday. And I think something happened. What is worth more than your child? I understand, Maurice. I understand. Thank you so much, Spirit Seeker. Really do appreciate you. I appreciate you making my brain work. I love learning new things and seeing things from all perspectives. I'm proud to call you can. Thank you, my dear. Love you to pieces. Really do appreciate you so very much, my love. Very sweet of you. Thank you so much, Sue Animal Lover. I'm sorry I missed that. I apologize. Thank you, my dear. And thank you so much, Jinja. Much love to you, my friend. Thank you for gifting 5 pearl necklaces. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, make sure you give our beloved Ginger a big, big thank you. Very kind of you, my dear. Thank you once again, Ginger, Sue, and Spirit Seeker. Thank you so much. Oh, I think did I miss? Hold on. Oh, Shotsky, thank you so much. I apologize. Thank you, Justin Cutie, for all you do. Thank you so much. You're so cute. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, my dear. Very sweet of you. KK isn't going to abandon Sebastian over a cheating spouse when she and her spouse more likely were tired of their lifetime commitment to a child with special needs. They are in tandem with one another. Um, perhaps, 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 but um, I think and this is my opinion. I've said this a lot. Regardless of what happened, in my opinion, whether Sebastian walked out on his own, which I do not believe he did, or if he, um, there is foul play, which that's what law enforcement says. I believe he's missing because of ultimately one person. Ultimately. So there's that. That's just my opinion. I would love someone to go back over the ruckus video. Oh, I think the ruckus video was just ruckus. I really do. I don't think it's really anything whatsoever at all. At all. Uh oh. No. Also, I someone was saying that I believe I don't know if it was Seth or Tony or someone uh shared the CPS uh reports. That is not true. That is absolutely 100% not true. There is no way under God's green earth uh would Seth uh or Tony for that matter share that. Um and it's not I'm sure that they would uh you know I'm sure just in my opinion that it would not do any favors to Edgar or KK. But there's no way. There's no way. It took an attorney to get that. Only the parents can have that, especially a child missing right now and don't know where he is. Seth had to use his lawyer to get those reports. There's no way he would risk. No, no, not at all. Not at all. Now there is allegedly someone who got allegedly emailed or something the reports to herself at a point. But I would just be very, very cautious because anyone, uh, you know, show the receipt if Seth uh sent that to you. Just show the receipt because he didn't. Tony didn't. Nobody didn't. That's something that could get him in trouble, anyone in trouble for sharing that. Like that is not to be messed with, just to be honest with you. Like there's no way in hell I would want that. Uh they're 100% confidential. Yes. I mean, it's hard for the parents to get them. It's hard for the parents to get them. You know what I mean? Thank you so much, Tori. Really do appreciate you. In my opinion, Justin, it's possible they had a neighbor's key and possibly used their landline phone if the neighbor were not home. That's a great point, Tori. I thought I have thought of everything, but I've never thought of that. Never thought of that. That's interesting. That's interesting. That one made me think, Tori. Thank you so much. Thank you, In the Bushes. Really do appreciate you. Thank you for 4 continuous months, my dear. The laundry load is taking too long. I'm ready for everything. I'm ready for everything to come out. I know. I know. Um, and the thing about this is I really I I really feel bad for Seth. I really do. I really feel bad for Seth because, if it's my, it's m- I pray that he's okay. That Sebastian is okay. I really pray that he is okay. But I don't see statistically or all of this chaos in the last year with so many searching for him, law enforcement, FBI, all of that, right? I can understand them it taking a long time to investigate. But I feel like if he was out there on his own accord, or if he was taken somewhere, I feel like he would have been found by now. You know what I mean? I have had, right. Isn't him lying to the court's contempt? Uh, who lying to the court's contempt? Sorry I'm late. I had to work, and that's okay, Lori. Uh, yeah, it's really bad, really bad. Yeah, I hope your daughter is well, my dear. Guys, thank you all so very much. Again, I want to give a big, big, big shout out to Pincho's Paxton's greatest minds. Let me see how many subs he's got now. He is at 1,033. That's all because of you guys. Y'all are amazing. Thank you all so very much. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That was completely unfounded. Completely unfounded. Right. Um so that was just amazing. Just amazing. Thank you, October 15. Good to see you, my dear. What is Secret Service role in finding Sebastian's case? What is Secret Service role in finding Sebastian's case? Uh, I did it live on this. Tears ran dry. Secret Service has, yeah, I'll drop the link again. Secret Service has, they do a lot of like the phone cloning, a lot of the technical stuff. They can get warrants back quicker than anyone, much quicker than anyone. Digital. Yes. Oh, chicken party. We gotta have a chicken party. Yes, let's have a chicken party. Chicken party.
What did the irritated chicken say? Katie! Christopher! Katie! Christopher!
Meow. I'm too sexy for my hair. Too sexy for my hair. Too sexy, don't care. I'm too sexy for my party. Too sexy for my party. New way I'm disco dancing. I'm a model, you know what I mean.
And it
To
was
Mr. Proudfoot, to Mr. Proudfoot, to Mr. Proudfoot.
Do my little turn on the catwalk.
and it
To
was
Mr. Proudfoot, to Mr. Proudfoot, to Mr. Proudfoot.
On the catwalk.
and it
To
was
Mr. Proudfoot, to Mr. Proudfoot, to Mr. Proudfoot.
On the catwalk.
and it
To
was
Mr. Proudfoot, to Mr. Proudfoot, to Mr. Proudfoot.
Yeah, I shake my little tush on the catwalk.
You asked me. I think it's Sebastian gotten in trouble. He got caught lying, and I had asked him. I said, "Hey, you got to have a punishment for this." And drive a diesel truck, Chevrolet.
Year.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's 2021. I think.
No, 2020.
So you're
I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's 2021. I think.
Not possible because that area is not visible in the footage. My ass.
Yes.
As for the lights, we will leave for that everyone to decide.
oh
suck it now.
You like a suki suki. He like a suki suki. Suki like him. He likes the suki suki. The suki like him.
oh
Suck it now.
oh
Suck it now.
oh
Suck it now.
It's time!
I might have been a bitch to you this year. I just wanted to say that I'm still gonna be a bitch to you next year. It's New Year's, not new me. Clean slate, what?
What you fucking da? I don't fucking know. Yada yastara. And I don't know da. Okay.
Anka?
Katie! Christopher!
Meow. Meow.
Snacks because he's 15 and snacks. Snacks because he's 15 and snacks. Snacks because he's 15 and snacks.
I'm too sexy for my hair. Too sexy for my hair. Too sexy, don't care.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
Thank you all so very much for joining me. I really do appreciate you all, my beautiful pearls. Much love to everyone. Special thank you to mods, members, and everyone in here. Big special thank you to Pincho Paxton, greatest mind. If you please make sure you sub to him. I'm going to drop his link one more time for the chat here. Also, the link is provided in the description for you guys on the replay crew. Thank you all so very much. I will be on shares tonight, probably right after this. If you guys want to join us over there, we'll be over there. Thank you all so much. I love and adore each and every one of you. Justice for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Justice for Michael Joseph Vaughn. justice for Summer Moon Utah Wells, and justice for all of the missing out there. Good night and God bless.